Yep, yep. Y'all know what it is. Gotta say it again. Yep, gotta say it again. Um, yeah, I know everybody's all hyped up. I know y'all hyped up about the so-called Super Bowl. Um, I didn't like the I didn't like all them calls in the beginning of the game that made it look a little suspicious. But uh, sports is what it is. That's why I don't mess with sports. Better off to stay with the little pee wee leagues and stuff like that because those are harder to mess with because the ref lives in your neighborhood. You know what I mean? And somebody's mom will go upside the ref's head. But anyway, I'm not saying the refs won it. I'm not saying anything because I've seen too much fake stuff. But Tampa Bay got another one underneath their belt. Yeah, so Tampa Bay got another one. They got another one under their belt. That means Brady, he broke the devil's curse of six for some reason. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna get into that on this show. But there's a reason. There's a reason behind it. There's a reason behind it. Um, they won't even they won't even be close next year. No matter what, they won't even be close. So don't be thinking all of a sudden you call them. I see because you put Champa Bay down there, Derek. They not. No, it's not a dynasty, brother. Don't think it's all of a sudden going to be a dynasty. Do not think it's going to all of a sudden be a dynasty. It's not. I mean, because Tampa Bay sucked for a long time until they changed them uniforms. Uh, and Coach Gruden went down there, showed them how to get that W. But back then they had Warren Sapp and all that. They had Dunn. They had some beasts back there. I don't know how these old guys came back and got it done. Old ass Brady and old Crunk. Really? Crunk come out of retirement and see, oh, that's not even a good look. I don't like how slow. I don't like how slow that. I watch too much. I grew up watching like the professionals. Um, no, no, you say Champa Bay. No, I'm gonna get to what y'all. I'm gonna get to. But anyway, salute to the brothers out there. I'm gonna get to y'all in a minute. But yeah, I don't like how. And see, I've seen this happen before. I've seen it happen before. I don't know if you. I pay attention to stuff. And it happened when they wanted San Francisco to get into the Super Bowl when they beat Dallas. That shit happened, and it's a classic because they show it over and over again. They talk about the catch like a miracle catch, and the catch should have never been made. The defensive player was way out of the picture, and I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of. Now listen, I don't care who won. My family goes for it. I know they had a party last year. All the ones that live in that area, so they had a big party and stuff like that. So I know it spoiled their party. I wasn't there anyway, so I don't care. They wasn't crying about it, but they probably still had a party. They celebrating because you celebrate just because your team's in there too, though. A lot of people that still believe in being a fan and all that. But I seen that shit, and here was it, and that was the. It's not the immaculate reception, not that one. That was Franco Harris. But the one that was Joe Montana to Dwight Clark. And Emerson Walls was way faster than Dwight Clark. He's slowest man on the field, and he let him score a touchdown. I'm like, he could have ran circles around him, knocked the ball down or whatever, but he ended up being behind him. I'm like, in the end zone. Come on, that's not how you play defense. See, and then I'm watching a lot of the players for Kansas City just falling for no reason. Why y'all falling for no reason? Playing bad defense in the secondary and you just falling. Why are you falling? You're a professional. You've been standing up on your feet ever since Pee Wee League, and all of a sudden now you falling. I'm not gonna get in on the game like that, but congratulations to the fans that believe in their team like that. And that's Gil Coles. They needed one. Now they got a couple. Uh, they have a couple now. They just got but two, so that's not like it's not like they running the gamut. They still way behind, brother. They got to catch up. Let them get 5 or 6 in a row, man. Then I'll go like this to Gil. I'll be like, Gil, yeah, y'all's the squad. Y'all not no dynasty, man. Get out of here. Y'all get one Super Bowl. Every time somebody get a Super Bowl win, they act like it's a dynasty now. Oh, it's a dynasty. You know, get out of here. I know you didn't say that. I'm just clowning. I'm just messing around. No, no, my family party wasn't sad as a funeral. I'm gonna go down to the bottom and read stuff. See, I haven't read y'all out yet, but I already saluted y'all out. But don't make me start on you, Gil. Don't make me time your ass out up in this chat. That's why I left room today. I left some room because I wanted to talk about champs and stuff like that in boxing. I'm gonna leave all this hearsay. I'm gonna leave it alone for a day. Y'all can bring it up if you want to, Derek Bailey, but I'm gonna leave it alone for the day because it's starting to give me a headache, man. I don't know about y'all. Y'all not getting tired of it? I'm tired of all the hearsay. I'm tired of boxers calling boxers out and calling each other, saying, "Oh, well, they're not scared. They just don't want to fight and all this and blah blah blah." I'm tired. I don't want to hear y'all no more. Y'all talk too much, and that's what happens when you don't have outside influence. A lot of time when you don't have the outside influence of a king, a good man, when you don't have that, or you don't have a father in your family. If you don't have a father in your family or a father figure in your family, or your family's, well, I don't know what they call it, dysfunctional. I don't know. That's not even a good word for the day. But when that shit happens, then that's what you do. You start turning into just a person who just be chopping, just talking and just talking. And I'm not saying that about you, Gil. Not like that. Even though you are like on the edge of just running your damn chops right now. You are talking right now, but it's all in, it's all in fun. I know you're just writing. You're just writing what you want to write. You're writing until you test my patience to the point where I time your ass out, and that's what you're doing, which is good. Yeah. I'll read some words here from Chief Joseph. He's the nose pierced with the French. They gave him. I don't know what the real tribe is, but they call them nez per se, which is means your nose is, you got holes in your nose because they used to have a hole in their nose. No, so the nez per se. This is from Chief Joseph. It said, "Good words do not last long until they amount to something." Say it one more time. I'll say it and put a mirror up for all the directions. It said, "Good words do not last long until they amount to something." See, that's good words. So what do you think about the bad words? What do you think about words that they're just talking shit words? And yeah, we'll talk about it. Wilder can still be a champ. I see y'all writing all this stuff up, but Wilder can still be a champ. Right now, Wilder is not a champ. Wilder is nothing but a heavyweight right now. He's nothing but, he's just a fighter. He's just a prospect again. Because Wilder has degraded himself all the way down to prospect, but we're going to get that. We're going to get that. We're going to get to it. And I want to showcase just one of the fighters, man. But I don't know if this is true. I heard it from different sources and seen it on the news that we lost another good fighter, man. Another great fighter, Leon Spinks. And all the condolences goes out to his family. Hope that they're doing well. Michael and everybody else out there. I can't do something big on it, but anyway, this little chat is always, we're going to stay attuned and we're going to stay abreast of stuff like that. Like all the stuff, other shit that they just coming up with, all the chitter chatter and all that, I don't really care. Because if you're not going to fight and Lopez, you run around with putting a duck on top of your head and all that. If y'all gonna do clown type shit, then that's what you are to me. You're a clown. I'm not gonna mess with you, man. If you're gonna just be a clown and make yourself a clown, and this go for you too, Charlie, you the like the face and stuff like that's right. I'm media. Let me be media, but you talking a whole lot. I know that I mean, I'm listening to him, and he's talking, about what's the problem with him and his brother, which that's family stuff. I'm not into their family stuff like that. But running your mouth about anything else, just be a champ, man. Just be a champ. Ain't nobody hating on you, man. Just be a champ. Be a champ, man. Don't focus on haters, man. For haters, you should love haters, man. I love all my haters, man, because I get to do shit to haters that I don't get to do with anybody else. If you come in here hating, I get to do stuff. Just like my mods, y'all should love when haters come in here. Now, when I say love when they come in here, I mean not love the part that they're disturbing the chat, but just love that they came in so you got some work to do. That's all that is. A hater just causes you to do other things. That's all. If you come in hating, then you cause me to do other things. Okay, I got to do this. Okay, you came in hating. All right, good, bet. That's all you got to say. Okay, bet. You hating? All right. You just gave me another job. But for all those who believe in the Super Bowl stuff and all that, shout out to you and your winners. Um, just wasn't it wasn't the best game. It wasn't the best game, especially the first. It's just too many. I don't know. Refs don't even be involved in games like that. God damn, almost 100 yards and penalties already. Derek Bailey, you tell me if something ain't wrong with that. Is something wrong with that, Derek Bailey, or not? I'm not. I'm just saying that's just too much. Why the ref involved that much? Nothing but penalties. And ain't nobody get ejected and shit from what the hit that they put on Mahomes. Come on now, somebody's supposed to get thrown out for that. You can't do quarterbacks like that. The Chiefs should have came right back and did Brady like that. I'd have did something. I'd have been like, Coach, can I go crack his back real quick? Cripple his ass up a little bit, you know what I mean? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Those who cared about it that much, hope you enjoyed it. I don't know. I like stuff that has native tones to it. Chiefs sound good. They wasn't Chiefs. They was just little Braves at that time. So yeah, I like the Braves too. Yeah, and that's the Atlanta team. So Braves, yeah. Anything that got our symbolism, except for the Redskins, I kind of clown them. Red. The team with no name. That's sad. That you so racist you can't even come up with a name. No, that's gonna be offensive. You got to sit back and think about how offensive you're gonna be. Because they do have they got native names in some of their teams up there in Washington. I don't know why if they want to have a native name, they can still do that. But not the racism and shit. And that's just to implant in your mind that our people, my people, was actually red when they weren't when they were copper colored. Red is just another way to say copper, but for us, if you flip the word, then you're gonna change it into. They got different words for it, like Rudy and stuff like that. But you're gonna change it in, which means it's a formulation from ground, from dirt. You know what I mean? And I get tired of. A lot of times I come in, I try to teach, but some people can't. And I love when Derek Bailey come in because Derek Bailey get what I'm saying. And so I may I don't know. I want to keep this show. But I may have to give it up, man. It's costing me too much, y'all. It's actually it ended up costing me a lot of money now, and I wasn't expecting it was going to cost me so much. But yeah, it cost me a lot to do this. Y'all think it's just that it don't, but it cost me a lot. It cost me a lot more than because I don't really have the, I don't have a Patreon. I don't have nothing. I don't have anything. All I got is my little Cash App and stuff like that. And so I got to rely on people that come through every once in a while, or they just they don't even come see the show. They just give a thumbs up and throw a couple of dollars on there, But anyway, so I might do something else too on top of this, or just because I might have to get back into corporate because my business, I'm not allowed to do my business. One of my businesses I'm not allowed to do. So, and I already lost. I'm down to like 1/4 of my income already. 1/4. That's not a lot of income. And yes, I was making of course, if I was making 8 million a month, yeah, of course, 1/4 of that is not going, that shouldn't kill me in this area. But in this area, let me see, how much is that? How much? Yeah, you can live comfortable on that. On like $1 million a month. $1 million a month, I would say about, for living here, about 60. I'm gonna say to live comfortable, to live good, like good, like you're not worried about your medical, dental, and healthcare and stuff like that. But I would say 65,000 a month, where I live at. And that would and when I say that, I mean that's still not the best. You could not afford with that amount of money. You still could not afford like the biggest house around here, the biggest houses. You still couldn't afford that because that would just be your monthly payment. Yeah, that would be your monthly payment right there. Yeah. But for the Spinks, man, I love the Spinks. I like Michael. A lot of people didn't like Michael. They thought he was just not as great as he could have been. But he was. I mean, he was great to me. He was good. Like I said, but Michael Moore is still the other Michael. Michael Moore is still probably the best light heavyweight that I like. I like Michael Moore because Michael Moore used to say shit to scare you. Michael Moore said, "Yeah, I wanted to try to just break his nose. I wanted to just crack his chin." Michael Moore was vicious at light heavyweight. He just beat you. He beat you so bad. It's kind of like Earl Spence. He tried to beat you so bad. Earl Spence just ain't as big, but he tried to beat you up so bad to where he just ain't gonna be the same no more. That's how I used to try to beat you up. Like I'm just gonna beat you up as long as I can beat you. As long as you can stand up, I'm gonna try to just beat the flesh off you, man. God dang, that's the kind of fighters that those are the fighters that's actually remembered. Well, he's a 2017 Hall of Famer. Um, those are the fighters that are, more or less remembered. A lot of fighters aren't remembered as well um, for their being articulate and stuff like that. So they're more remembered for their viciousness. And there's another case for Tony. That Tony should be he should be a Hall of Famer, International Boxing Hall of Fame. He should already be in there because he had that brutality. I mean, he wasn't nice to like Jim Gray and stuff like that. People just interview him. No, hell no. He'll slap the mic out your hand in a minute. I see you out there, y'all, sir. Salute to y'all, sir. Also, I see you out there. Um, that's that's kind of cold. Though he was kind of cold to the media and stuff like that. But he didn't. He's a boxer. He don't have to. When you're a boxer like that, people have to learn how to respect you for the sport as much. They got to learn how to respect you for the sport. Floyd just in Mayweather. If everybody keep bringing, I use MTM, but he's messing up everything with his bullshit. And he's not making the money now. Mike Tyson came back saying, "Oh well, it's money out there. Y'all just don't know how to get it." And y'all can say what era you want to in boxing. The era in boxing the money don't go down. Ever since Muhammad Ali, the money been going up. The money don't all of a sudden take a nosedive because one fighter leave. It takes a nosedive because you don't know what the F you're doing. You don't know how to entertain people. In other words, you should have been talking shit when you first started fighting about how nobody's beating you and all. That's what you should have been saying. You should have been entertaining the crowd because you got more of a chance to entertain the crowd now. If that's not your style, then the money's not your style. Because in order to get money, right now it's a branded thing. Money is a brand, so you got to be branded in order to get your money. If you're not branded, you're not gonna make your money. Let me see what y'all got up here. Gil Cole's crying and laughing or something. I don't know why. He said, "Sup, Eagles Web." He said, "Who the best?" He said, "We the best." He happy. He's so happy. Like they. So they. What? How much was on? How much you get on your check, Gil? You know I'm gonna get his ass right away, Derek. You already know that. How much did Tampa Bay cut you out? How much of a check did they cut out for you, man? Did you get that check yet? Man, share that shit up here in Eagles Web, man. Me and Derek could take a split of that. He said, "Yo, NFL." He said, "Who next?" I don't know. I don't know, brother. Whoever's next, we gonna see. But I had some good news. You talking about who next? I got good news, but I don't know if it's true or not. Is we might be able to do one of our biggest events and stuff. And if we are able to do our big event, I will put it. I will make sure I will have 3 people. I'm gonna make sure I got somebody that's gonna actually videotape it, and that way I can put it up on the channel, man, so y'all can see Eagle and y'all can see the rest of them. I'm gonna try to do interviews and stuff like that. But let's get it popping. We're gonna get it cracking on there, man, if this is true. And that will be on Mother's Day weekend, if we can get it done. That's at a great university, another one of the Devil's Universities, Stanford. So I got to go to that area. Yeah. But Derek Beatty said salute at Eagles Web. I already saluted everybody out. And he said, and then Derek Beatty said salute at Gil Coles. And then Gil Coles back at Derek again, talking about sup, homie. He didn't put the 100 today. And then Derek Beatty said Champa Bay 1 Eagle. Yeah, Champa Bay 1. Man, I ain't thinking about them fags, man. Football. angry guys. No, no. See, I always use my anonyms. You know what I mean? People think it's one thing, but it's not. I could use it for anything. Yeah, yeah. And Gil Coles, he said, I thought Eagles would have done. Ran off the stream. He cried. Yeah. He having his own little chuckle fest to himself out there, Derek Bailey. Boy, you're having a chuckle fest out there, Gil. I see you right there. Get out there having a chuckle fest. Bless his heart out there having a chuckle fest down there in Florida. Down there in the glades down there having a chuckle fest all to himself. And people looking in his car like that boy having a chuckle fest all by himself out there. Old Gil Coles, old chuckle fest guy. Yeah, Derek said, no, I didn't say that. And then Gil Coles right back and said, Eagle, he said, tears are delicious. No, I would never cry over some stupid shit like that, man. Teams and all that, man. I grew out of that ever since I was a baby, man. We can't. I don't think I ever even cried or ever cried over any kind of sport team or nothing like that. Never. It just ain't in me because when it comes down to it, it's just a game. It's a game. It's play. It's entertainment to keep you away from shit that you're supposed to be hitting up. It's keeping all the energy that we spend with man doing his things is energy we take away from the energy that we're supposed to be focusing on. Yeah. Gil Cole said, I bet the Chiefs party was sad. Okay, I read that already, yeah. But not my family's, no. Derek Bailey said, yeah. He said, Effie calling out Wilder. That's a body for Wilder if it happens. Yeah. If Wilder is still a fighter, Wilder's going to knock his ass smooth out. He's too big and stiff. Plus, he won't even be able to go those kind of rounds with Wilder anyway. But see, you know Gil going to go against. Gil does not like Wilder. He loves Fury. Anything about anybody. He loved Dubois, but now Dubois got smashed up, so now he got to go to the next one. Now he's on Effie. So when Effie gets smashed out, which he will, then Gil, where you going to go now? I'm trying to tell you, man, the brothers from over, we all brothers, but the brothers over in the motherland that y'all call it, the motherland, y'all call it motherland, they always getting their ass whooped, man. They done had some pretty good champions. Dick Tiger, what's Little Zoom Zoom? They had some small fighters that can hang in there with you and take some punishment and shit. But most of them, they had a big puncher, man. I got to think. I don't even know his name no more. But something was wrong with him. I think he had something that was wrong with him. But he just like a huge, like a devastating puncher at lightweight. I think it was lightweight. I forget his name. Maybe y'all know who it is. Yeah, but he had like some kind of problem or something like that, a physical problem. But he could hit. That boy could crack. He was taking everybody out. As soon as he was touching people, they was gone. I'm trying to think. It was was it Mamba? Not Mambe or something. But yeah, he was taking people out, taking them out. Y'all said salute Eagle. I already got him. Gil Cole's gonna be in tears though. He's so giddy and happy right now. There, Gil like this. He like, oh yeah, Tampa Bay, we won. Man, I'm gonna call you up and cry on you, man. He like, oh, we won. He's so happy. He probably squirted himself a little bit. Gil out there, Gil so happy. Gil, stop being so happy, brother. You way too happy, man. You too happy over a win, man. Gil giggling and he going home. He done went out, got the flag, got the shirt. He got everything. He gonna put everything out on his lawn. Probably got the lawn chair, the canopy, got all that shit. Probably go change the furniture, go get the couch. That damn Gil. Yeah. Yeah. Derek at Gil. Y'all, sir, salute at everybody. Gil Coles at y'all, sir, 100. Derek Bailey said, yeah, but Chiefs were holding a lot. Yeah, they was holding, but I'm talking about but they had to because of the line, you know what I mean? But some of that shit, come on, they let that kind of like holding like that. And yes, you grabbing somebody from behind, they don't even mess with that holding like that. Because every team is taught, the offensive lineman is going to be taught to hold. He has to, because he's at a disadvantage because he can only use a certain part of his hand. He can only be like this, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The defense can grab and pull you and shit. And that's an unfair advantage. That's why the offensive line is always bigger. It takes more technique to play offensive line. But it still takes a lot on defense because you got to get through them big suckers, man. Big. Yeah, but a lot of, and then that one that I didn't even see that. I don't know. That looked when I looked at that one replay for that the interference, that shit, that wasn't no that for me it wasn't interference, man. When you falling down, but Chiefs was falling all over the place, man. It looked like they didn't. I don't know. They don't. I don't know. For me, you can't be a professional football team doing all too much, that much falling. Yeah, yeah. Derek Bay said they want to keep the Redskins name. Of course they want to keep it, cause just to keep they foot in somebody's neck. Yeah. And y'all talking about the Wilder? I don't know what those excuses. I read that they are trying to give annual COVID shots in the UK at Yasser. Yasser, is that true? They trying to give y'all shots over there? Well, yeah, well, Gil got his there. Go on and get yours, brother. No, I'm just kidding. Do not condone shots for nobody. I don't want none of y'all getting shots if it's up to me. If it's up to me, we just all, hey, they just have a mass grave for all of us if that shit was real. After that, man, you ain't letting nobody inject me. Who the hell you think you are injecting somebody? Who the hell do you really think you are injecting somebody? Think about it. Have you ever heard of lethal weapon? And then you heard of lethal injection? Have you ever heard that? All that. That's why they come up with that shit. Because that shit is all lethal. Man, don't make me do my public address again. They always on some. Who gives somebody the right to inject you as a person? And you talk about all these freedoms. Gil think he's still free. Freedom, and you don't got no choices. You don't have no choices. The government, when it comes down to it, the government, the minority, the micro culture, because the government compared to all of us in the whole United States is a microculture. They control all of us because we're all brain dead. When I say we all, it doesn't mean every last one of us, because every last one of us ain't gonna be that. They said that they say a lot of stuff to see how the public react, then backpedal when they realize people isn't having it. Laugh out loud at Derek. Yeah, that's what it is, y'all. See, the thing is, the UK is smarter than the US when it comes to stuff like that. When it comes to public stuff, the UK figures out this stuff is bullshit like right away. But over here we don't. I mean, they still got the the race war type of shit over there, but they clean it up quicker. Because I can 100% guarantee you that the lighter skinned girls, I'm not gonna get into this race shit. Y'all can forget that. The lighter skinned women over there love the darker skinned guys over there quicker. They don't have no problem like that. And also the people. And I've been noticing that the people over here, they don't care about the brown skin. The people from other countries. I told y'all get friends from other countries. Now, if we're gonna talk about the lighter skinned brothers or whatever, that most of them that I know that are really friendly with me are not from the United States. They're not from the United States. They just are not. And they mess with me heavy. Every time they get happy. As soon as they see me, they already be getting happy. I'm like, okay, cool. You happy to see me? Damn it, I'm smiling too. I'm happy to see you. And they gonna help me out, and I'm gonna help them out. If they need something that I can help them with, then I'm gonna help them. If I need something they can help me with, they gonna help me. Simple as that. So this shit that the US got, they've been on some bullshit for hundreds of years, and we stuck on it. Oh damn, that's what I forgot too. I'll show it to y'all next time. Oh, matter of fact, I got something for you, Derek, baby. I gotta make sure I still got your email. I'm gonna send you a if I hope I got it saved. I'm gonna send you a link. That's for you. I would do it in here. I don't think I'm gonna do it in here. I don't know. I might. Um, look at Gil Cole. Sound like you need to downgrade. He said Eagles Webb living like Floyd without the without the fights. Nah, brother, I can't. I was never like that. Was all other people's Gil. When I had a lot of money, that was all other people's, mouth. That was other people's mouthpiece and stuff like that. That wasn't never me. I've never been about like the money. If I had the money today, Gil, it wouldn't even go to me. I would just want to live comfortable. That shit is not going to me. It's going to my people. It's not going to me. I'm gonna do something for the people, man. You got to be you have to leave some kind of legacy, man. Uh, Most people that leave this earth, nobody remembers them. Nobody. Not athletes, people that play games and stuff like that. People remember them because they still have Hall of Fames and stuff like that. But who knows they gonna have that hundreds of years from now or 1,000 years from now? Who knows that they gonna have that? If all these sports might be gone, they might be doing something else. Something else might be big. They'll tear all that shit down. All that shit's gonna crumble anyway. They're gonna have to move it sooner or later once the building gets old. But when you leave like a great legacy and stuff, that never leaves, even if the building crumbles, because you'll remember they built this and stuff. Even if it's just a plaque left, they'll remember you. I'd rather be remembered for doing like great things for people, not doing great things for myself, not flashing my own shit. I could flash stuff to y'all. Y'all be like, oh, wow, look at that. I ain't know Eagle had shit like that. I could flash a lot of shit. And a lot of people just be talking and stuff, but y'all know I'm not one to talk like that. Like right now, I could flash like a $10,000 ring at you right now with the price tag still on it. But why do I need to do that? You see what I mean? But some people like to just show all. Look at this, the blingage and all that. Look at this and then look at that. Man, who does that? Or who cares? I got all that stuff, man. You don't never see me. You're not gonna see me wearing none of it. Yeah, I got the Gucci and all that. Then some of the stuff I still, I don't treasure it, but I'd still like to have it on. But I don't usually get fitted like that. You feel me? Like with the Gucci watches and all that, I don't really get fitted like that. All my stuff is still brand new. I don't wear it. It's new. I don't wear none of that stuff. Dolce and Gabbana, I got all that shit. All of it. I mean, people would love if I start pulling stuff out. Oh, man, that's tight. Man, look at that, man. Oh, wow. I'm like, I don't care about that. That's not what it is, Derek Bailey. It's about opening up another part of yourself to where you have another connection, man. I would rather have connections than anything. Like being able to hear stuff that nobody else can hear. I love that more than anything. What if you heard a bird singing outside and you were able to decipher his song? Would that be greater than you having $1,000 in your pocket? If you had just had a conversation with just a bird, like there's a songbird out there, he's talking to you and you talking back to him. Think about it. That's too deep for most of y'all. Oh man, you can talk. You don't know what to say. I'll leave your ass tongue twisted. Yeah. But let me continue now. Okay, yeah. Oh, this shit rolled back up on me or something. The current excuse having wild, I think so. I read. Okay, they say a lot of stuff. Okay, sound like Eagle need. Okay, now is it Floyd? Okay, I thought you said Gil. No, Eagle ain't like that. Y'all already know, man. Eagle just generous, man. Y'all know. Y'all should know that already anyway. Y'all should know that anyway. I don't beg. I just ask. I said, man, I'll tell somebody. I'll tell Derek. I said, Derek, make sure my likes is up. Make sure King Louis come in here, salute to King Louis, and put that like on it. Put that respect on it. And I'll say stuff like that. I don't beg for likes and nothing like that. Some people, man, we need to get this many likes up here, folks. And I don't do all that. I don't have to do all that. That means that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm not. That's not what I'm about. I'm not about all that. Who cares? I just want the proper mod. If I see mods in here, because I used to have mods that came in and they didn't want to put the like. I'm like, what you doing a mod? You only want to put a like. Or a lot of times, like sometimes I had trolls come through, and all the mods is working except for like one. One ain't doing no work. I'm like, you doing zero work. When most of my mods in here clip your ass first, and I love and King don't get to come in that much, but I love when King come in because King Louis, he know a lot of them trolls and shit. He said, oh, now this troll used to be over here and that. Now he'll tell me. He said, no, that's a troll. He know right away. Or Derek know, that's a troll right away. A couple of y'all know. I don't know if y'all know, but y'all will read what they write, and clip their ass real quick. Yeah. In all fairness, it's Gil's day today. Everyone, oh man, been telling him his team ain't all that and won't win. Well, nobody really told him that. All we said is who we was going for. I don't like anything about Brady or none of that. I just don't like him. I don't like what he stands for. Nothing. I don't like. I just don't like it. And that's just individual. That's just me hating. Or if you want to call me a hater, that's just me hating. You know, I never did like, even when he was getting in Warren Sapp's face. I didn't like that. I'm like, well, just fight Warren Sapp. And now you're on the team that Warren Sapp used to play on. Stop it. See, I still, hey, I don't remember shit, but I remember a lot, huh? Let Gil be happy today. No, hell no, Gil can't be. Gil's gonna be happy regardless. Yeah, look at Derek Bailey way down there. He's like, not me, Eagle, real loud. Yeah, but these people here, Gil Cole. Yeah, this Gil Cole, we can give it to Gil Cole's. Gil Cole's day. But anyway, we down here. Salute Louis. Louis says salute fam. Gil Cole's at King Louis 2 boxing 100. And then Yasser Hussein is at salute at King Louis 2 boxing. Derek Bailey salute at King Louis 2 boxing. Why they say why you buy it and won't wear it? The reason I bought all this shit, Gil, is because when I was with certain people, they like that shit. They like for me to, have that shit on. I threw all that shit off. I'm gonna tell you what happened. So, it was like 90 something, like 90, right? And we have what they call the red road, which is, just doing righteous things, just doing native things, right? And so I got into it, I got back on into it in like 90s. I got out of it. And then I always been like a trendy person when it comes to like having the flyest shit. I've been like that. But then I started thinking my medicine man got me back in it, and I just let all that stuff go. Because I was thinking, I said, our stuff is fly too. The stuff that we wear is fly too. Because I would probably get more, if I dress all the way up, I'd probably get more compliments on our regalia, our clothing, than I would if I got all blinged up. If I got all blinged up, and I'm probably not going to hear as much as if I, had our stuff on. Matter of fact, I got to check that watch too, because that watch been sitting for a little while. I probably got to go get a battery for it. That watch I was telling you about. Shit, I'll sell it. $1,000, I'll sell it. That's cheap. It's a $1,500 watch. I'll sell it for $1,000. That little computer watch, y'all know what I'm talking about, with the black wristband on it. Black, red, and green. I'll sell that shit. That's it. I'm not into that as much. I'm not into that. Anyway, Yasser Hussein, he said salute at King. Okay, yeah. Down. Okay, King Louis saluting everybody up. I said, I ain't talking about no damn bird. Gil said he ain't talking to no damn bird. That's a damn shame, Gil. You hate nature, man. Why you hate nature, man? See, that's why all them birds shit on your car, man. They know how you feel, brother. Wait. Yeah. King Louis said, what'd you think about that breathing interview? And fuck Tom Brady. Deflated. Yeah, see, the thing is, King Louis and Derek Bailey, when them brothers come into the chat, they already fucking know, and I get tired of dealing with all the dumbass people that don't understand this shit, man. That Brady didn't do no time for that. Me and Derek, we touched on it just a little bit, that deflate gate. That shit was real. Deflate them. A defensive player know what the ball feel like. What are you doing deflating balls? You taking a big advantage and shit. You cheating your ass off in front of everybody, and you got a suspended sentence and shit. Your ass shouldn't even be playing football no more. They completely effed over Pete Rose for cheating. It's certain people, but y'all just don't get it. A lot of people just don't. They don't get it, Derek Bailey. They don't get it, King. There's certain people they allowed to do shit. But then again, you got to do your dirt. If I'm allowing you to do dirt, that means that If I'm allowing you to do dirt, that means that you have done some extraordinary things for me, for my side. You have done a lot of things for me, and that's why I could let you do some dirt. Pete Rose didn't do shit for the other side. And they effed over him. And y'all better try to check out Pete Rose and find out who Pete Rose is, man. A lot of people don't know, Derek Bailey, who Pete Rose is. That was the hittingest baseball player ever. That was the hit. Now, I didn't say home run, but that was the hittingest baseball player ever. He could hit his ass off. But they put that ban on his ass. But let me finish up with King, though. Yeah, he said stealing niggas' playbooks. He said that bitch Canelo over football. Yeah, that's it, man. But some people ain't gonna get it though, Louis. That's why I said I don't want to stay. I don't even want to get on that shit because they don't understand. It's only like 2 of you in here, maybe 3 of y'all that understand. The rest don't understand. They be like, oh, they're oblivious to shit. Like, oh, really, that happened? You stop being dumb, brother. Wake your ass up. You in Never Land, and we in the USA on Earth and shit. But you in Never Land, dreaming about the fantasy shit. Oh yeah, man, get out of here with that shit. I'm not into all the devil ritual type of shit that people see or don't see. If you don't see it, that's on you. But don't knock somebody who see it. But he shot a 979 up in here. Salute to the brother up there. Let me see. He said salute to Eagles Webb in the chat. Let me finish. Oh yeah, I read Louis out there. Yeah, but that's it. But Breland, for Breland to do that, there's always 2 sides. There's going to be one truth, Louis, but there's going to be 2 sides. So it could be all, okay at the end of the day, and it might be factual. It might end up being a fact. But there's another side across the pond that has another story about that whole thing. Remember, a lot of times we talk about boxing as not being like a gentlemanly sport when it comes to the money people. And that has a lot to do with the situation also. You cannot be crying about Black Lives Matter. You can't be kneeling down on the football field. There's a lot of shit you cannot do. Even if it's a play, they let you know. Even if we playing with you, you can't talk about Black Lives Matter, Red Lives Matter. You can't talk about that shit and then be a representative of a championship or a champion. You cannot. We're not going to allow you to do that shit. We're going to do everything in our power to cause your ass to lose and fall off your throne. Facts. Whether you believe that's facts or not. Ali did it. It had shit to do with Ali in the draft. Because the rules are the rules. Ali did not pass the draft board in order to go into the military in the first place. And once somebody don't pass, you don't let them in. They ain't supposed to get in. You don't steal it. It wasn't about that. All back then with the black power and all that shit, that's what it was about. What you mean black power? What you mean brown power? Ain't no power. Ain't nothing but white power. Soon as somebody holler about some kind of power, red power, brown power, yellow power, black power, whatever kind of power you holler for, all of it, out of nowhere and out of everywhere, you're going to hear white power. Guaranteed. No, you can't be saying that without us saying it. You already got power. Why you got to holler? Most people, when you got power, you don't have to scream for power. Right? If you already got power, why you got to scream for it? When you a mother and father of a household, do you have to scream for power? Dad power, mom power. Do you have to say that? Or do your children know that you got the power? If you beating that ass right, they know that you got the power. Yeah. But there's always 2 sides, though, Louis. That's all I'm saying. There's always 2 sides. And if I want you to hurt the most, if I got a double agent, there's a double agent on the other side. So I'm not gonna put the 100 on Breland. Even Breland has something to do with it, I'm not gonna put the 100 on Breland. But I'm damn sure gonna put. Okay, if he got to soak up some of it, he gonna soak up a lot of it. But somebody else is gonna soak it up too. Because if I just get focused on him, if I put out the microscope, Louis, and I just look at him, then I'm gonna miss everybody else. But anybody who done dirt in that whole shit, anybody who done dirt, F them. If it was just Breland, F Breland. And if it was Breland, then I'm going to say this to you, Breland. That's why Moochie F'd you up. Huh? That's why when you came in as a prospect and you was doing good, that's why Moochie got your ass. Marlon Starling. That's why he got your ass. That's why he exposed you. So shut your ass up. If not, brother, peace to you. And I feel bad that Marlon Starling got you. Okay. So that's two sides of the story. Okay. That's for me. Okay, Eagles Web. Y'all can read it if you want to. Louis sent me a message. I'm gonna check you out, Louis. It's on your the 2 Louis, right? It's on King Louis 2 boxing, or is it on your other channel? Yeah, Shadow 9 in here crying. Shadow 9, what you crying about? Don't bring your ass in here crying. He saluting out and then crying about everything. But I didn't want to talk about all the damn crybabies today. And this shit, oh man, I got some more news for y'all. Damn. Because we talked about the Vito Antuofermo first fight, right? And how Marvin Hagler was getting screwed over by Doc. See, if I keep trying to tell people, they think that the snake. See, Bob Arum always been like the money. That motherfucker is the Grinch. He's the Grinch that stole money. Believe me, man. And this adult talk, and I'm sorry about my language, man, but I'm telling you right now, man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling y'all, man, that dirt. I'm gonna put some more dirt on it right now, like, okay? So we already know he about his money. So Bud, you screwed. I can't even feel sorry for Bud no more. Bud, you stupid. Your whole camp, whoever got you hooked up with Bob Arum is dumb. You dumb. I can't roll with you being dumb like that. You a dumbass. I don't care what your skill set is. You dumb. You would never be like a champ like that. Huh? You would never be a champ like that. You know what I mean? Because you stupid. I mean, all these people laid to rest and left nothing back, left nothing behind. There's going to be no legacy for most people here because they just dirt. You know what? I'm already archived and stuff. Y'all, a lot of people don't even know that, even if my family don't remember, I'm going to be remembered already. You know what I mean? I'm already archived in newspapers and magazines and shit like that. On films and stuff like that. I'm already there. But is it about me? No, but I'm just saying it would be nice to be known like that. I got people that steal my pictures and stuff. When it comes to native pictures, I got people that steal my pictures and post them other places, and my friends and stuff tell me. I'm like, yeah. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that all these people lay to rest to leave legacies and shit, and everybody dumb. Because y'all didn't pay attention to what they was telling y'all. They told y'all to watch out. Watch your back. Watch that split tongue, and nobody does it. But let me compound Bob Arum. Do y'all know which infamous coach was in Vito Antuofermo's corner and tried to steal the championship from Marvin Hagler for the second fight? Huh? One of the dirtiest players in boxing was in his corner. Do y'all know who it was? Do y'all know who it was? Because he's really the showcase of how you become champ and how you just be champ. He went through all the bullshit. That's how you do it. And so Wilder got to go through all the bullshit. Yeah, there's powers that be that keep Wilder from doing what he got to do. Wilder, go in there, get your mind right and get your power right and go in there and just start blowing people away. Don't accept nothing. Don't drink the water. Because don't drink the water wasn't nothing. It didn't have shit to do with Mexico. But you dumbasses think it does. Oh, you go to Mexico, don't drink the water. Maybe the water is bad down there. But your water's bad too. But your dumbass think your water better. You stupid. So many parts per million. You got mercury in your water. You got all kinds of dissolved solids in your water. Rust, all kinds of shit in your water. You drinking from the tap like it ain't nothing. No, it's good ass water. The man that provided good water for me. And that's why he had to change the pipes and shit. Because he had pipes and shit. He's so stupid. He had pipes that actually will rust and your water was going through that. So he changed that shit to nylon pipes and other types of pipes, copper and everything else. But copper still, I mean, it's still copper oxidizes too. You get that green shit in your water. Think they care about you? You stupid. You dumb. And if you dumb and then you in here, then you just dumbing in here. Guess what? You just dumbing in here. I'll see what you wrote, Louis. I'm gonna check it out, brother. Yeah, but if you dumbing in here, then guess what? You just dumbing in here. As long as you don't let it out and get clipped. But y'all stop falling for all the okie shit all the time, man, and then act like you conscious on stuff. I don't even go by that. Derek Bailey, well, he witnessed that. That I don't talk about, because they talk about the conscious and the conscious community. I'm not part of the conscious community. I'm not conscious like that. I'm awake because I'm talking to y'all, but I'm not conscious like they say. Oh, conscious? No, no. I just, it's different levels to shit. I'm on a different level. Now I might not know everything. I might not understand everything, but at least I know the information there. I know the information that my ancestors left me. They didn't die all happy and shit. They didn't die happy that somebody done set up camp on their land, and then lie to everybody, act like it belongs to them, and then selling it. Yeah, you selling stolen property, and then everybody think, oh, you ain't bought that. You can't call nobody a thief. What you doing with people? Why are people in jail for stealing when everything here is stolen? Get your ass all the way out of here with that. You stole. You was the first thief. And how a thief gonna call another thief a thief? Oh, you a thief, man. You a thief. What we're gonna do? All we can do is go back and forth on it. I'm a thief. You a thief. That's all we can do is agree with it. But stop that shit. But we put the shot out there for it, for the championship, for those who gives a F or believe in it or anything. Even if KC would have won, I would have been like, okay, they won. That's all. That's my excitement about it. I wouldn't have, no jumping up and down for me. Just none. There's too much fixing in all these sports and shit like that, but people just don't get it. They don't get it. And Louis right there, Louis said, watch Breathing to be Fury's corner while he do an interview with he said MK Global and not no American journalist. It's propaganda. Yep. That's what I'm saying, Louis. That's why you got to keep both eyes open. You can't have one closed and shit. You got to keep both eyes open. Because if that shit go down, even like what Louis brought up right now, if that kind of shit go down, you got to be prepared for it. Don't be sitting there all lost sheep and shit and then get caught up later. Oh, that's your reaction like 2 years later. Oh, now you on the old shit. It's too late. We already talked about it. Your Eagles Web, man. I mean, I got the small forum, but look, we've been ahead of this shit for a long time, man. And I do ask that you smash the like button. I see y'all keep coming in and out, man. Smash that like button on your way in. Yeah. Okay, Louis, you just did that. I got the note, Louis. I just turned on the computer. I guess I didn't get the notification on my phone. I'm gonna check it out, brother. Yeah, I got the notification. I was just looking at my bell right now, man. But y'all coming in and out of Eagles, man. Go and give me my thumbs up, man. I deserve my thumbs up, man. Shit. Y'all act like y'all can't click a button. You didn't click onto the show, but you can't click the thumbs up. And I'm not talking to y'all mods. I'm talking about all these people. These people just be popping in and out. They come in and out and shit. And then somebody will come in and say, oh, you had like 10 people in there or whatever. You're a damn lie. I said, just go back and look at it. I said, there's all kinds of people. A lot of times there'd be people just flooding up through here. But they too scared. They not going to say nothing. See, Gil be on that silly shit all the time. But he a youngster. I call he a grown ass man, but he a youngster though to me. I don't even care if we the same age. He a youngster to me. Cause look at him. Cause he always the ancestors told me that the Bucks were going to win the Super Bowl. Well, guess what? The ancestors told the Niners that they was going to win too, and they also told who else they told? Dallas Cowboys they was going to win. They told Pittsburgh they was going to win. How many teams they done told was going to win? You act like that's a prophecy or some shit. We'll see how long they reign then. Don't let them be no one-hitter quitters, Gil. See, because I don't want to talk about the game like that, but if they turn out to be one-hitter quitters, that's your ass, okay? And don't be trying to have a sick day. And y'all heard me too, Louis. If he tries to have a sick day, we ain't gonna let him have no sick day. Yeah, you ain't gonna get no sick day because I know you. Oh, I just got married. I'm gonna take the wife out or something. Nuh-uh. We ain't gonna go for that shit. So Derek, brother, you go ahead and take a note of that because you know I'm gonna remember the shit. When it comes to Gil Codes, you know I'm gonna remember. When it come to him, you know I'm gonna remember. So if they not a dynasty right now because you running your mouth now, because you didn't got your ancestors involved, you running your mouth. So if they don't three-peat or something, they got to two-peat and then three-peat. If they don't two-peat and then three-peat, that's your ass, Gil. Don't let it be a Buster Douglas win. That's all I'm saying. If it's a Buster Douglas win, y'all garbage. Then I'm gonna trash you because I won't talk about it. But anyway, let's get more into what it takes for all these champions today. And this is the question. So the question is, which fighter today, no matter what rank, no matter what class, no matter what weight class or none of that, which fighter today has that championship material? Okay, and then one side note on top of that is that now I'm hearing, I don't know, Mayweather be sneaking his ass up in here. He don't say nothing because he must be coming up in my chat every once in a while because now all of a sudden I'm getting some news that he wants to be he's going to train Haney. He's going to train Haney from now on, and that's kind of effed up because what happened to Tank? And remember, I told y'all, man, Floyd is in it. He's just like the rest of them, man. Y'all got to actually, but I don't care if you believe me, but just understand that I said it because he missed one of his fighters lost, even though he had two of his fighters on the card. And he only talks about certain fighters. He only talks about Rolly. Rolly going to end up getting his ass knocked out. I don't care if he's the hardest puncher in the Mayweather gym. I don't care. He going to end up getting his ass knocked out if he keep putting his head up on a pedestal and shit. If he keep doing this shit, he going to get his ass clocked out. Same thing with Garcia. He going to get his ass knocked out too. Yeah, I know King. King said he just a diehard like Keith Thurman is bum. He said laughing my ass out. Yeah. Yeah, I know he had died. Yeah, you said it right the first time. It's diehard. Yeah. Yeah, diehard. That's what it is. Die Hard. He bum. Yeah, Keith Louis. How's that going to work? Yeah. Keith retired, man. All these fighters is retired. But the question was for y'all to let me know who has the championship pedigree today. And I can name like maybe a couple of fighters. That's it. I can't name a whole lot of them. I can name a lot of mouthpieces. A lot of them that their mom was talking a lot in the house where they can't shut the F up. I can name probably some of them. But let's go back to it. So you guys wasn't able to answer the question on the second fight for Marvin Hagler. You know who was in the corner? This dirty, rotten cheater. And guess who that dirty, rotten cheater was? I'll bring that to y'all first. Panama Lewis. Y'all didn't know that, huh? His dirty ass was in that damn corner trying to stop the fight because they said Marvin Hagler had headbutted Vito. And from they was both like leaning in and stuff like that. They was both, coming forth like rams. It's both of them's fault. But Marvin Hagler was gonna beat him senseless anyway, because Marvin Hagler, that's how he fought. But who today? So now y'all know that. So that might be on trivia. That dirty ass, and we know that he was known for the loaded gloves, right? He was banned from boxing forever. And here it's 2021. I'm sitting here talking about it. Gil, I don't even know why you're saying that you left me a plate of crow on the counter, man. I'm not eating your crow. I just said who I wanted to win, brother. I'm not predicting none of these sports like that. You're not gonna just give me some cold ass crow, some dried out cold crow over some shit that I ain't had nothing to do with. We didn't have no wager or nothing like that. Did we bet? Huh? Stop it, Gil. Stop with your shit. But anyway, so Panama Lewis was in the corner trying to stop the fight. Once they see that he had it, like Vito Antuofermo had that gash over his eye. But he used to take cuts, man. If you look at his fights and look at his fight, man, he looked like he was about like 50 years old, man. He was only in his 20s, man, but he looked bad. From just taking, because he could take a beating. He could just take a beating. Fighters don't take beatings like that right now. You know? And here's the language. Here's the language of a champ. The language of a champ. When Marvin Hagler fought Tommy Hearns, he told his corner, one of the Petronella brothers, he told them, do not stop the fight no matter what. He said, I'm willing to die in here tonight. And that's because Hearns was hitting him with some shit that would have probably just knocked most people out the ring, or just it would have KO'd most people. Hearns hit him with some shit. Hearns hit Hagler so hard he just busted his face wide open. He hit him so hard. But Hagler was bringing it to him. That's a champ. The champ language is, I got to die out here. That's the champ language. I'm not saying it's right, but that's the champ language. That's actually warrior language. Guess where that came from? That comes from your past. Now, most of you sissies ain't willing to die for nothing. You ain't willing to die for nothing. Somebody could beat your mama down on the street. You ain't ready to die for your mother. She'll just take that beat down. Oh, officer, could you stop beating my mama? Y'all stupid. Get the hell out of here. It's your chance to war up. Everybody got to take their place and war up. But nobody want to war up. But I get off the subject just a little bit. But I'm talking about the championship. So if you're not the face, like the real, Marvin Hagler was the only undisputed champion for a long time. And back then, guess what? Undisputed was the same as unified. Now unified and undisputed is different. That's because they only had a couple of belts. WBA, WBC. Okay? But he was unified in undisputed champ before Sugar Ray and them was. Guess what his language was like as a champion about the 147 pounders, about Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard. He said they should just stay where they're at. He said, I see them fight. They said, but they should just stay where they're at. He said, but if they want to move up to 160, that's that ass. Another thing, for championship fighters, back then, it was a whole lot, way more one-day weigh-ins. They had to fight weigh-ins back then, where you got these old fat-ass fighters coming in and they make weight, they're all dehydrated. They wouldn't have made it back then. See, when you want to compare them, they wouldn't have made it. We're talking about what makes the champion. So what makes the champion? What's the ingredients? There's all kinds of ingredients. Not one person knows all of them, but we know some of them. What makes it? And when people talk about pedigree, it has to be a real pedigree. If it's a pedigree, then let it be a pedigree. Don't let it be a mouthpiecing. And Gil, I mean, I get on your boy Keith, because to me, Keith is not the goods. Keith is a freaking mouthpiece. Because Keith don't get the shit done when he said he gonna get done. He act like he hit so hard, he do that, and he do this and do that. And then Danny exposed him, because Danny said that Earl is stronger than him, and he's stronger than Sean Porter. So that just shut Keith's strength idea, where he think he gonna out-strengthen somebody. Danny already told on your ass. And your shit was close with Danny. So get out of here with that. You're a garbage fighter. Until you put them cans down, you're a garbage fighter. Now, all fighters is garbage fighters. Matter of fact, all fighters except for the ones that we could put to the forefront. If you guys cannot name any fighters right now that's not garbage, then guess what? Every last fighter right now is garbage. That's right, I'm trashing. I'm talking boxing, but I'm trashing all the fighters. And yes, y'all can come up with a fighter that's not garbage. Or don't just have a garbage mouth. Either they garbage or they have a garbage mouth. And I'm going to say that's 90% of the boxers right now. The little guys are on top right now. That's right. Like the cool boys, they on top. Huh? Those are the guys that's on top right now. The big guys, I don't trust big guys no more. You guys are not holding that banner up like you're supposed to. Yeah. Oh, look at Gil. Gil trying to get on you, King. I'll read it out because I don't like Gil today. Gil Cole said, King Louis, you'll play the crow in the microwave. He gonna leave mines on the count. At least he warming yours up though. Yeah, there we go. No, his father's gonna step down. That's the latest, Louis, is his father's gonna step down and let Floyd. I don't know. Floyd just all over the place, man. That you desperate little man. Yeah, my mouth is gonna get bad in a minute, but that's desperation and shit. If your legacy is a legacy, just let it be a legacy. You doing too much. You doing way too much. Now you want to train Haney. Get your ass out of here. Because King Louis said, how that's going to work? He said, so Floyd training other people's fighters now. Yep. King Louis said, F that crow. Tom Brady cooked that shit, probably being the new Giants meat. Yeah. Crow Kessel dip and tortilla chips. No, you keep your crow Kessel. Deal talking about his crow queso. The crow queso deal. Not no queso deal, but crow queso. He said, you going to need napkins out. Yeah, I wouldn't eat none of your slop. None of that slop you make. I wouldn't eat. This. Hey, you know what I'm going to eat, Gil? Hey, you roast me some vegetables or something like that, some squash or something like that. You chop up some onions, right? You grill those down, some nice brown. I want them cooked all. I want them cooked down to the brown. You know, the onions. I want a whole lot of them, just a lot. Like maybe, I don't care, 6 onions up in there, 7, 8 onions, brown. I mean, brown good. Chop up some nice squash and stuff in there. Throw some bell peppers up in there. Season that up, and I'm good, brother. That's it. Maybe some portobellos on there. That's it. I'm good. No, I don't even need the potatoes. Y'all keep those. I'll take the turnips over the potatoes. Y'all can keep the potatoes. I don't need all that starch. That's cool. That's good with me. That's all I need. Before as I ain't messing with none of your what is it? I ain't messing with none of your clean bitter raw ass meat and shit. Your crows. Ain't no telling how big. Hey, King Louis, Gil got the old dinosaur ass crows and shit over at the house. That's why he don't like birds, because all them birds and had some of that tainted meat. Because crows ain't supposed to be so big. You got crows over there flying around big as cows, and everybody wondering how they get so big. I don't even want to get into that subject though, but damn, I see people on the street like that. How your mom and dad is 5'5", your ass 7 feet tall, weighing 400 pounds. What happened? Did you have some kind of genetic breakdown or some shit? How your shit mutate like that? Something wrong. Something wrong, man. Some of your favorite players that you know, man, their parents is midgets. So is that their real parents or what the hell happened? I'm not gonna get into it, but yeah. Yeah, Floyd he's trying to train Haney now. Derek Bailey. He said, who Floyd training? Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, I ran through that today or yesterday. Floyd gonna train somebody else. And I don't, and see the thing is, I just don't like the shit he doing, man. He all overseas. You got fighters over here fighting. These are your fighters, man. You ain't nowhere around them. You might not be pulling that Bob Arum move, but Bob Arum, we know about your ass, Bob Arum. You dirty. You've been dirty for a long time. Because we know that Senator Kennedy had to check in on your ass, had to do a formal inquiry and shit. Huh? Had to do something formal in order for Marvin Hagler to get that championship fight. Y'all screwed over Marvin for a long time. That's why Marvin came out all angry. He said, all I'm doing, he said, that's the only thing on my mind is destruction and destroy. Marvin Hagler wasn't trying to let you go the distance, if he could help it. Maybe you had a style that could save you. And he would have beat Sugar Ray if he would have came out southpaw for the whole fight. He would have beat Sugar Ray. But Sugar Ray edged him out. I actually had Marvin winning, but I had to keep looking at it. I'm like, wait a minute. I looked at it. I said, yeah, Sugar Ray pulled it out. But I wouldn't have been mad at the draw. If it was a draw, I wouldn't have been mad. Because they both got paid. I wouldn't have got... that probably would have been the decent thing to do. Because it would have kept our champ fighting. It would have kept Marvin Hagler fighting. And we would have had more shit to talk about on Marvin Hagler. Because he would have knocked more asses out. And we would have had more people to talk about. More people to clown. Or just more people to say, look at this beautiful work he did. And one thing he does as a champ, so Marvin Hagler, what he would do, like they talk about set up punches, that he did that perfectly. He did that great, like setting up punches. If you were taller and you leaning back and you trying to get back, Marvin Hagler had a step. He used to have this little leaping step that he used to use to make sure he got hands on you. Marvin Hagler was always a fighter that had to have hands on you. It wasn't a fight unless he got to have hands on you. He didn't feel like you won. You couldn't beat him if he couldn't touch you and you wasn't really touching him. He wouldn't accept. That's why he had a hard time accepting that loss. That's why he had a hard time accepting that loss to Sugar Ray, because he couldn't really get him as much as he wanted to, and he didn't feel that Sugar Ray got him. Because Marvin Hagler had to put hands on you. That was his strategy, was I got to get hands on you, somehow. And if he had to like kind of do that little step to get to you and change feet, because he would switch up too. But he would leap at you like that and make sure he catch you. But then there was always another punch coming. With Marvin Hagler, there was always another punch coming. When these fighters now, you got to count the combinations. They say he ain't throwing no combination. He throwing a 1-2 or one punch, and then here goes another punch. Everybody throwing one punch. Mayweather, stop throwing combinations. These fighters ain't throwing all these different combinations. The past fighters, you had to throw combinations. Marvin Hagler was too mean. There's not one middleweight, like right now, there's not a middleweight that could have stayed in there with him at all. At all. Not for the kind of shape he was in, because for a 12-round fight, he's going to look just like he did in the 4th round. And you couldn't have dealt with that shit. Because he had to make sure that he was putting hands on you. He had to make sure, like, I got to touch you. A lot of these fighters don't want to touch each other, but Marvin Hagler had to make sure he touched. That's championship. That's championship stuff. When you got to touch you, I got to touch you. He wouldn't feel right if he didn't get hands on you. He had to put hands on you. That was the whole thing. That's the way he had to beat Tommy Hearns. He had to put like a lot of hands on him. Brutal couple of rounds of fighting. They were just both going crazy. I mean, you imagine getting hit so hard with a punch with gloves on, they just bust your whole face open? That's a punch. But we all know that Marvin Hagler was born with a helmet on his head. A lot of people didn't know that. I didn't know that at first. But Marvin Hagler was born more or less with a helmet. So to have all that skill and all that ferocity at the same time, and then be born with that advantage over everybody, that means he had the advantage, never been hurt. Only went down that one time against Ronan, and that was because, got hit on back of the head, neck, or something like that. And it wasn't even a knockdown. He was up and complaining about it, like, oh, shit, man, I got you complaining. And then he came back and beat Ronan up anyway. So it don't do you no good to get a knockdown. Oh, yeah, Derek Bailey down at the bottom. He said, yeah. And he said in a smaller ring would have helped Marvin also. Oh, yeah, these smaller rings? Oh, hell, yeah. These fighters wouldn't even stand. They'd be shivering, shitting on themselves if they had to fight somebody like Marvin Hagler today. They'd be sitting there shitting. These middleweights be shitting themselves. All of them. Even the ones that act like they all that, even the Lions, their ass wouldn't be roaring like that, because they was going to take a serious beating. Even if they didn't take the KO, they was going to take a TKO. They was going to get the hell beat out of them, for sure. And that's what you need for, like, that's one side of being a champion. You got to show that kind of ferocity and that kind of, spirit in boxing. Where you're telling somebody, hey, you ain't stopping this fight no matter what. That's the shit that Rocky stole. That's the kind of shit that he had in the movie. But Marvin was the real one, one of the real ones that said that, no, I'm willing to die up in here. You ain't stopping this. Yeah, Tommy catching me was because his trainers had never seen him get caught with hard shots like that and take them. And it's like, damn. He said, man, you taking shots that would knock a damn moose out. And they like, damn, dude. But he's like, no, you ain't stopping this. He had called the morgue up because somebody, yeah, I'm willing to die up in here. But now fighters is stopping what? How did Dubois stop? Is he that kind of caliber? Was Daniel Dubois the same kind of caliber as Marvin Hagler? Or even Jerry Coy? Is he the same caliber as Jerry Coy? You want to see it? Let's look at it. Look, y'all know me. Y'all better know by now. If you don't know, you're going to find out. Look at Jerry Coy. Yeah. Who got that style? Who has that kind of a style right there? You want to hear it? Here it go. See? But you got these fighters stopping because they got a little bit of a problem. Ali fought with a broken jaw. You got these fighters now that they the replacement for Muhammad Ali, but they stopping. They on one knee. They getting down on one knee and shit. Oh, I better get down on one knee. They can't take it. But you're going to compare yourself with the past. Just like I tell you out there, you cannot compare yourself with your ancestors. Compared to your ancestors, you ain't shit. You're not. Because you're not holding the torch up in everything. It ain't about your bling and all that. It's not about all that shit. And even if y'all think I'm just talking, I'm not just talking. Because I could show you. I don't show people just to prove. If they say show me, like if I volunteer, if I want to show you, I will show you just so you'll know that I'm not BSing about what I say. I'll just show you if I have to show you, not because you say it. But you're right about that. He said he said Marvin shouldn't have took more money and went 15 instead of 12. Yeah. But 15, you know what? You got some people hollering about 15. You might as well. You might as well go 15 because that'll make your ass have to work. And it'll keep these people out of these boxing matches that don't have no business in boxing. Because boxing then turned into a farce, y'all. You guys already know that, man. So stop it. Stop acting like you know that boxing is not all twisted up right now. Because boxing is all twisted up. Regardless of what somebody want to say, boxing is all twisted up right now. But that's the showcase right there. That's the showcase of a champ. How to be great. So let's rap about it. How to be great. I see, and I asked questions of my mods and of the chat. I said, put down a fighter. You guys notice there's not one. Nobody put down one fighter. I said, which fighter right now really has that true championship caliber? You're not gonna name one, because if you name one, I'm gonna cut his ass up. Name one. Name one. Only ones I'm going to give you credit for, I'm telling you, it's going to be the little guys. Is the only one I'm going to give you credit for. But you can't name none of them. You can't name them. Because the one that you thinking that you're going to name, you thinking that's cool. I'm going to name him. It ain't going to work. It ain't going to work out for you. I'm going to get him. I got to mute all this noise right there. But y'all write it down. Tell me. Who's the fighter right now? Who's the one? Who's the one? Y'all give it to me. Don't be scared, man. I'm going to sit back and wait. Because I got to mute this noise real quick. All right, there we go. Got most of the noise is gone. Maybe them big old trucks be making so much noise when they out there, pulling up dumpsters. So nobody's saying nothing, Derek Bailey. I'm surprised, man. Not even you. Come on, man. Y'all step into the Eagle Fire, man. Come on, step into the Eagle Fire. Throw your fighter under the bus, or throw your fighter out there. Tell me how great your fighter is. And if you throw Oh, the other the suspect personality Keith in there. I'm not even gonna respond to that because I expect that to come out. But that's an easy one to fry anyway. He just got beat up, so I ain't even think so. That he ain't a champ if you getting your ass beat. You just lost your championship. You just got beat up. So somebody tell me who we gotta look for. And we in this shit together, y'all. We in this boxing together. So we gonna have to somebody's gonna have to throw somebody out there that we know. Y'all gonna have to throw somebody out there. You gonna have to throw somebody out there. Who's next? Who neck up? Who's a great fighter today? Who dares to be king? Who dares to be champ? Who's letting us know, hey, I am the champ. I'm the real champ. Who's letting us really know? Or is there some kind of conspiracy behind all the ones that saying they champ? Let me know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Come on, y'all starting the Monday off. Start Monday off right now. Start Monday off with some fire. I'm just saying right now, Louis, who's showing that real, like the real championship caliber right now? Like in all aspects, no, and you can't have no slip ups. So what I'm saying, in all aspects right now, who's showing all that championship caliber right now? It may be a small guy. It might be somebody I might have to agree. It might be somebody that I overlook. But who's not showing no bullshit right now? Yeah, who's not showing no bullshit like right now? Because all of them showing a little bit of bullshit. Whether it's money or whatever it is, all of them showing a little bit of bullshit right now. And there we go, the small guy. There you go, Haney. Haney not showing no bullshit. Because Haney talking about line them all up. You got Lopez riding, walking around with a duck on his head, laughing and shit. I hate. You know what? I'm not gonna mess with you fighters. You can't even show me a skill set no more. I don't care about your skill set. Even if you playing to the audience and you walking around with a duck on your head, I'm not gonna mess with you. I'm sorry, I'm not messing with you. I'm not messing with you right now. Shakur, but Shakur, he's showing a little bit, but he got to step up. One thing that Shakur showed me that I didn't like is when he got into that stupid ass street fight. That's not championship shit right there. Haney don't get into shit like that. So that's where he gets the X from me. Champs ain't out there out there in the street fighting and shit like that. And you can get your ass in trouble for that. You can damn sure get yourself in trouble for that. Registered hands and stuff like that. Yeah, but see, that's what you guys got a little bit of disagreement with me on the second one. The first one, I'm with y'all. And Haney, I ain't the best person, man, but I would love to if I could work with him on some of his technique on punching. I'm quite sure I know I can help him out, man. I know I can, because I got some of that old school shit, that old school knowledge on that punching power shit. He can do it. He can do it. Somebody may catch it. You never know. They might come into this little small chat. They might figure it out or something. They might, okay, yeah, well, let me figure out what is he saying. I got to go back and look at some of the old technique or something. I got to do something and start getting people's ass up out of there. Because you throwing enough punches, get their ass up out of there. Yeah, you don't want them around that long. Get your ass up out of here. Yeah, but like I said, it was going to be a small guy. Hey, King, what about Keith Thurman? Is he championship material, like champ? Like everybody look, oh yeah, Keith. Get your ass out of here. What about Bud? What about Bud Crawford? Bud Crawford done does so much sucker shit, it don't even make no sense. AJ, straight up sucker. I don't care if you a champ or whatever you supposed to be, AJ. I'm not even scared of you. I'm not even scared of you, man. Hey, that's one cat. I'm not even scared. A dude like that, man, he don't have enough. Yeah, y'all might think one way about Eagle. You talking. It ain't about me just talking. That's because you talking about a boxer versus somebody who's gonna fight you in a street weight. Uh, you think I'm gonna put gloves on with him? I'm not saying I would be scared, but I'm like, I know, he probably gonna get to me, but that I'm not a heavyweight boxer, professional boxer, but that's not what I'm saying. Some people just have fear. I used to have my girl used to be so much into boxing to where she even like, that's how heavy I used to being with that boxing. And she used to be so heavy into that boxing. You know what I mean? She used to be so heavy into boxing that she would sit there and she would have dreams of some of the fighters. Like she was in it. Like I used to be, because I'd be in front of the television doing that shit, and she would be so much into it that she would actually have fights with their asses and shit. In her dreams, she'd be fighting them. That's when you know you're heavy into something. When you dreaming that you in there with them yourself, like this, like you, yeah. Especially if you talking like this is what I would have done. If you dream it, that you into that. You know what I mean? I'm glad I got back into it though, bro. All them niggas got something petty you can hold against them. Haney with the Gamboa fight, you can argue he was clout chasing Gary Russell Jr. when he knew he was fighting Gamboa. Oh yeah, but stuff like that. But I'm saying that doesn't detract from because if you look at any heavyweight fighter, any fighter, there was gonna be like not necessarily a bum, but there's gonna be somebody in there that we might think that shouldn't have been in there. But I'm talking about also you got to look at like it's the conduct and what you want though, Louis. And what I'm saying is, what do these fighters want? Do they want all the smoke or are they just all talking? Nobody's coming up with the negotiation. I know about the Bud thing. The Bud thing is that's Bob Arum. I can blame him. And yes, they can prove to me it's another side. That's Bob Arum. But it's Bud too because Bud should have paid. Bud got all the money. And I stayed on this for a couple of years now. That if Bud saying that he got so much money. Yeah, but Shakur, if Shakur step up and beat everybody, I'll be happy. I don't care which way it go. I just want to see good fights. But the thing with Bud, if Bud was bragging to Earl about how much money he got, but he's still stuck in that contract. But every time I say that, nobody hears me when I say that. He can't pay himself away from Arum. If Arum is losing so much money, let Bud pay his way out. Become independent. Because everybody think he's that good, he should be able to be independent and start his own Bud Promotions. MTM got his own promotion and start making his money, then let Bud have his own promotion. Is that going to work well? Another question. Is that going to work well for Bud if Bud starts his own promotion company? Is he really that well known? And if you was rolling with Bud, don't take away and say, oh, no, Bud can't do that. Don't say it. Because you rolling heavy with Bud, that means everybody should be rolling heavy with him, right? Can he pay his way out of his contract, which he don't have much of a contract left, I guess, but can he pay his way out of the balance of it and start his own promotions? And I don't know what he's gonna call it, Big Bud's promotion. Can he do that? Yep. Oh, King Louis kind of mad at King Louis. Not mad at it, but he said no. Him claiming that he wanted the Gary Russell Jr. fight, but knowing it would never happen next, cause and Gamboa had already had the fight done. So the Gamboa shit was already in writing. And see, that's another thing. That's what I'm talking about. You're not of that championship caliber. When you already saying shit, you making up shit. And that's the same bullshit Canelo shit that Canelo do. And Canelo is getting replacements too much, right? Canelo's getting these little 2-week replacements and shit to fight. Ain't trying to fight nobody. You know there's fighters out there for you to fight. Get your ass in there and fight the top 2 in all the divisions that you fighting in. Taking that franchise shit to heart, like, oh yeah, I'm the franchise. You ain't no franchise. And I knew you was never that as good as people think you are. A lot of people still love you and think your skill set is real high level skill set. But I watched Mayweather beat the shit out of you. And he a 147 pounder beat the hell out you. And I never, after that, I just knew, I said, you ain't really the goods. Because you should have had a re-up with Austin Trout. You should have had a re-up with Laura. Yeah, there's too many people you should have had a re-up with just to make sure. Even Mayweather had to do a couple of re-ups, right? Didn't Mayweather have to do a couple of re-ups just to make sure to make sure the fans knew? That's how you see. That's how you know when one fighter, when you go to the next generation of fighters, the next generation does something to show you that, hey, I belong in the elite class, the top class, the greatest type of class, the A+ fighters. I belong there because they do something. Okay, so the second question now is, which fighter has done something to take him to the next tier in his weight class? And if you could please write down what the fighter did to take him to the next tier. And don't let it just be conversation. Don't say, oh, he said this, he said, nah. Don't do that. Please don't do that, brother. Don't say that he said something. Let me know which fighter's taking it to the next tier. Because remember, they're trying to play boxing now so bad to where Hall of Famers don't have to, can be a not shit fighter. You could be a Hall of Famer now. And if you got people inducted over James Toney, you need your ass whooped. If James Toney don't go, then none of these new fighters can go. None of them. Not one of them can go. If James Toney don't go, Wilder can't go. Even with the record he got, he can't go. If James Toney can't go. Okay. And I might be a little bit hard too, Louis. I read what I'm going to read what Louis said, because I'm not really, I just said you don't, I mean, far as championship stuff, you don't do that. But you're right. And I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I'm going to agree with you on that. Because King Louis said I put Shakir one step over Haney because Shakir is getting the fights. And other than that fight outside the ring, he said you don't hear the F stuff about Shakir, which is true. And I'm agree with King on that. I'm agree with King Louis on that one. Because sometimes I can be hard on the ass. And of course, I'm gonna be hard on you because you have fighters. And see, this is my preaching, Louis, is that you have people and you have fighters that had to do so much more than you have to do. And you got a bigger forum. You got more outlets than they had. But you're not using them up to your advantage. Yeah, I know what you mean. He said he didn't hear the fuck shit about Shakir. Yep. Louis, time Gale's ass out for that statement. He said Bud took it to the next tier. What? How come you're not mentioning Keith today? Huh? How come you only mentioned Keith once? Let me go back. If I can find it, I think you mentioned Keith one time today. And then Louis came in and your ass, you done been quiet about Keith ever since. See, he don't like to mess with you, King, like that. He don't like to mess with you, and he don't like to mess with D-Lo 402 Boxing. He don't like to mess with y'all. With Keith. Come on, Gil, bring that shit out. Bring that Keith out. Let's hear your Keith story. But I'm agreeing that it is a smaller guy right now. And I can agree with King on that part of it. You know what I mean? I might be a little bit hard. I'm hard on everybody. I'm hard on them because in the Eagles Web, anybody can come get it. It don't matter. All of them. Yep. Because you guys, see, what you dumbass fighters is not understanding is we're sitting here watching. Don't you know we're part of new media and everything else? And we know, I don't do the Twitter and all that shit. I was thinking about getting Twitter just not to use, but just to see what people are writing and shit. I was thinking about it just for that. I don't use all that shit. But you got all these Instagram people and all this shit. You got the YouTube. You got the, what else? You got the Twitch. You got the, now you got the TikTok or whatever. I don't know, so don't get me, I don't know what all this shit does because I was on some of this shit for just a quick second. Every once in a while, some people would send me a Snapchat. So I got Snapchat, I got Instagram, I got YouTube. But I have them all in different capacities. But you dumbass fighters, I'm calling you a dumbass fighter, because you dumbass fighters, what you guys don't realize is you're not using all this stuff to your advantage to showcase that you the king. Your great-grandparents didn't have all these forms to show that they was king. They had to just show it. So they had to beat people down in the street, and they had to beat people down on their property and everything else to show that they was king. Yeah, I'm going there. You really are there, but you just don't get it. You think I'm bringing up stuff that don't exist. It does exist. And maybe it don't happen in your neighborhood, but it exists. We haven't, it's not all blown out. It's not blown up yet. But some people try to take it there. And I'm sorry I didn't come up with that Santa Monica thing. I've been so busy because I wanted to try to find out where in the hell was all those weapons for them. And how does somebody have that many weapons? There got to be somebody had to get hurt or something, shot. There had to be some kind of jail time or something. Somebody need to be in prison, because even if you're a gun collector, you can't have a stash like that. You can't have 1,000 damn guns. And I still got to find out what that collection was. You got millions of dollars in guns. Shit, probably all of them was probably fired too. Yep. Okay, Louis, but so keep Gil brings it up now though. So King Louis said, I agree, Eagle, they should do better. But look here, so Gil said Keith still the champ and without a belt. So it's another one of these, just like Tyson Fury before he had a belt. He is still, before he got his belt back, he's still linear and all that. So that's Keith. Okay, so we'll give it to Gil for that stupid shit. But King said, get it. He said, that's why I got it. Okay. He said, tell him again, King Louis. Keith wants smoke. He might want to fight you, Eagles. Well, I'll take Keith. I ain't worried about Keith Thurman's ass. Keith ain't going to like the way I fight. He won't like the way I fight, I'm telling you. I got too much weight for that little man. I got way too much weight for him. He's going to have to get past the jab. Every time he come in, I'm going to throw his ass against the rope like WWE and try to uppercut or right hand his ass. It's not going. It won't be fun. I'll tell you now, it won't be fun up in there. My question: do Keith want undisputed? Well, okay, this is what I was going to say. But Keith want the smoke now. But what happened when Earl was calling his ass out before Earl even had the belt? What happened then? Everybody should have exposed Earl early, because Earl wanted to fight every last one of them early. But now Earl has actually fought most of them. The only one that Earl hasn't fought was Keith. He's the last one. He's the last one on the list. I'm not going to mention Bud, because Bud just brought his ghetto ass up there. And Bud's still messing with Aram's ass. Old plantation owning ass Aram ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to talk bad about you, Bob Aram, because not because you did the F stuff back in the day to Marvin Hagler, but I'm always going to remember that. And I'm going to make sure that the chat that comes in here, I'm going to make sure that they know that you did some F stuff back there with Marvin Hagler. And then you had an F boy, more or less a killer, that you was associated with, just to make sure you was going to try to steal. And ain't no telling, because we can't go back. And I know Vito probably, well, he wasn't dirty, but you might have you got Panama Lewis in your corner, ain't no telling. He might have been loading up Antifermo's gloves. But you was fighting against somebody who was born with a helmet on. You wasn't going to win even with loaded gloves. And you got mad, you got your ass up in the ring. Y'all go back and look at the fight. Y'all see what I'm talking about. Panama Lewis had his ass up in there. Another dirt boy. Yeah. But that's it. But that's a good question, though. Does Keith want to be undisputed? Come on, Gil. That question was for you. Derek Baker said, I would pay to see it at Gil Cole. Oh, see, y'all try to get Eagle and stuff all the time, man. Why y'all want Eagle in it? I want me and Gil. Y'all want pay-per-view? How y'all want it? Street fighting? I want Gil. I want Gil back. I want you very, Gil. I want you very. I'm not even going to use just that much on you. See this one? I'm not even going to use that one much on you. See? That's a big-ass knuckle, huh? I'm not even going to use that much on you, Gil. That one. See how slow Eagle is? See, Gil, you can get through there easy, right? Eagle slow. Look. 1, 2, 3. 4. Boom. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll pay to see. Well, we're gonna pay to see. Look, Derek Bates said, "I'll pay to see that also." Now I want to pay. I want I need somebody to stand up, man. Okay, so our point is that, and King bring it out. I mean, that's a good point. That one of the small guys, the Stevenson and Haney's, they showing that caliber that we need in boxing. And so we have to do a whole nother show. Now, to add to this, we have to do a whole nother show if I'm gonna talk about like the whole heavyweight thing, because the whole heavyweights is they the one. You heavyweights out there, y'all the ones killing boxing, and y'all the one that's making people want to come in here and fight from other sports. And y'all sir told us other guy's name. Remember I told you the cricket guy that fought. You got people coming from sports that we don't even mess with in America. Cricket. You got a fighter coming from cricket. What did he say his name was? Derek Flintonoff or something like that. A guy that's playing cricket wants to fight. Man, y'all got everybody wanting to fight. You got football players wanting to fight. Oh my goodness. Now a football player wants to fight Wilder. I could take Wilder. Oh, all you guys, man. Y'all got to stand up and put these civilians back in their place to let them know, hey, you can't play boxing. You're going to end up going Nate. Because Nate went Nate. He said, okay, King Louis again. He said, Eagle. He said, Keith was waking up in silk sheets. Now that nigga's eating government cheese. He said, anyways, I can see Keith fighting Ugas then Bud. But is he hungry enough for Earl if he gets another chance? Yeah, I don't know. But right now, Keith is just mouthpiecing. He almost as bad. I'm not gonna say anybody as bad as Mikey Garcia, because Mikey Garcia is just a troll now. I think my chat done limited his ass to troll him. He just a troll. So Mikey Garcia, you just a troll. You don't even fight no more. Earl, and remember I said that shit way back. I said Earl beat the life decisions out of his ass. And a lot of people didn't think that the beatdown was that bad, but just think about it. I think if Mikey would have got knocked out, I think Mikey would have been doing better today. Because he would have been hungry to show that, hey, I can't just be getting knocked out, but he just got beat up. He got beat the hell up. He got beat the hell up, and all his shit just changed. All your shit changed. The only one that really haven't changed so far after Earl beat him up is Porter. Porter hasn't really changed that much. We'll see if Danny Garcia changed. But everybody that Earl beat up, they just something happens to them. They don't fight the same no more. Carol Brook got beat up by Earl. That's it. He just wasn't fighting the same no more. So we're gonna see what that part do. But King make me laugh about that though. But we'll see if he's hungry enough. We'll see King Louis, if he's hungry enough. We're gonna see if he even gets a fight. Is he a fighter right now? I want to know who are the fighters right now. Is Keith a fighter? Is his ass even fighting? If you fighting, get your ass up in there and fight. His ass ain't even fighting. Gil Cole said Keith said he gonna fight this year. Let's see who he gonna fight. Okay, let's see who he gonna fight, Gil. Who's he gonna fight? And I keep seeing is that I'm not trying to look at your interviews, Keith, but I keep seeing your mouthpiece and I see what's in your background. And y'all check what's in his background when he talking. He got all that, that Middle Eastern. I don't know what's that shit that Eastern. What they call them? Eastern Indian or India? India? What they call them? Eastern India? I don't even know. I know it's India, but he got all that shit in the background while he talking. Come on, man. You got to. If you're gonna have a backdrop, at least put a backdrop that look like you angry. Put pictures of yourself back there knocking somebody out. Do something, man. Don't have all that shit up because we can't take you serious if that's your backdrop. My backdrop is my native flag. It's an American flag with a native stamped on front of it. That's my backdrop. But we can't trust your ass if you got that shit behind you. That's like having a bunch of camels behind you and shit, and you talking like what you gonna do to somebody. What did it? At least have all black. Wear all black, man. Do some shit. Do some spooky shit. Do something. Cause you not that you talk a lot, but you not that charismatic, man. Have some black on or something. You know, make people at least see the visual. You got to at least make somebody see the visual, brother. They got to at least see the visual, man. If I was talking a whole lot of shit and I didn't have it like that, at least I have some arrows on my back or some shit. I'd be like, yeah, now shoot your ass with one of these arrows. At least that's gonna make somebody think. But they seeing Indian temples and shit in back of you, and then you talking like a killer. Get your ass out of here. At least if I'm talking like a killer, I'm in the alley that's all shot up and all gang tagged up and shit like that. That's where I'm doing my interview from. I'm doing it from down in the belly of the beast. That's where I'm doing my interview from. I'm not doing my interview in no little comfortable office and shit with fluffy white pillows and shit in the background and all that. Clouds and shit painted on the wall. Get your ass out of here. If you're gonna do that shit, then do a whole different form. If you're gonna act bad, but you ain't scaring nobody, but at least have a scary background. Because if you can't scare nobody, have a scary background. That's that old Halloween shit. Everybody be on that Halloween shit. Kids ain't scaring nobody, so they gonna put on the mask, right? They not scaring nobody, so they gonna put the boogeyman mask on. Woo! A little baby ain't scaring you, but if he put that Dracula shit on and catch you at the right time, you might, oh shit, you startled me. Especially if you're older, you watching some shit, and a little kid jump at you with the Dracula mask on and shit, and you just got to watching some shit where somebody's getting all cut up. He might shake you a little bit, but at least do that, Keith. You might want to see your family shit behind you, and you ain't scaring people like you used to. Have your monster shit behind you, okay, brother? Put your monster shit behind you. I have on all black and shit. I be in the dirtiest spot I can be at. Yeah, we do. That's how we roll around here, son. That's how we do. I'll be on the reservation, back there where certain stuff had happened. I'm not gonna say what. I'll be there like that, But your ass, come on, man, old fluffy white ass, man. You a kitten right now. Shut your fluffy kitten ass up until you show us. You ain't no killer. You just a kitten. Man, you softer than a bag of newborn kittens right now. So shut your ass up until you show us. Yeah, Eagles Web get on everybody. I don't care. Everybody get it. Wilder, I don't care. Everybody, Earl, all y'all get it. And see, Earl should be in this talk that we have right now. Earl should be in there. But he's not in there. You know why Earl ain't in there for me? It's because Earl is on this whole negotiation bullshit. Earl, even him and Bud, he should at least knock Aram's ass out of something or put Aram on in front of everybody. You got to do that shit in a big forum. Like, won't you let your fighter fight me with your punk ass or something? You got to do that. But because you getting your fights though. One thing, Earl is getting his fights though. So he could be in the conversation if it wasn't for that some of the bullshit, because we see the money. We see that people calling you like Canelo and all that. We see the money and shit. And it's presented in front of you. And you doing championship stuff as far as the money side. But that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about championship stuff as far as the money side. Yeah. Here we go. Damn. I'm sorry, man. I was on my rant right there. Y'all keep... King said, 2 crackheads in Lamar Oderman. He said, Aaron Carter, he trying to fight. God dang. Gil Coast and Eagles Web got beef with India. No, I don't. And I don't want to bring that up here, Gil, but I have some beef with them sometimes because, okay, they'll come by, like when I'm doing my street art, they'll come by and they'll look at my stuff sometime and they see it's a similarity between our art and their art. But a lot of times they'll look. I've actually had like 1 or 2 of them that actually buy something from me. But a lot of them, they have like a certain look on their face. And I'm like, yeah, we was named, they call us Indians. We not really Indians like y'all. I said, but don't look, I got a little salt on my tail about them sometime when they come through. I'm going to put it that way, but I don't, one of my best friends from India. I told you, most of my best friends are people that I mess with is from whole different countries. They not even from America. I can't deal with Americans a lot of time because they be on too much bullshit all the time. Like I say, all my white friends, all my white friends is from like Bosnia and shit like that. Different countries. Because I can mess with them more, man. I'm gonna put it to you this way: they're true. Even if they try to act like you, they true. They just trying to fit in, but they true about it. They not being all phony. Oh, they not? Oh, what's happening, brother? You know, and like some of these pink people be talking about what's happening, brother, or something like that. You know, they fake. Like, get your ass with me, with your fake ass. I seen a clip. Now, I'm not condoning none of this stuff, but I seen a clip, and this dude was using the N-word as a white dude. He kept saying it in the store. He kept saying it over and over, and the brother said, "I'm not gonna be that, man. Don't call me that." He said, "Don't." He said, "Call me that again." And he called him that again. And he got a can upside the head, and then he got an MMA beat down. I'm like, I'm not condoning it, and I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not into this whole race shit. But when I'm saying, if people genuine with me and people cool with me, I'm cool with them. I mean, I talk to my brothers that I mess with in here. My little brother, I talk to him. So don't y'all think, like I said, I'm a mess with Gil. That's why Gil come in here and start his shit, because he know I mess with Gil heavy. I try to mess with Louis pretty heavy. But when King Louis does his shout outs and shit, when he do a show, King Louis has spoken about Eagles in a positive sense a lot of times. And he told me one time, he said, Eagle, he said, you way underrated. He told me that one time. King said that on his show. He said, bro, you just way underrated. But it's not even about that sometimes. It's just about, I know that when you have a forum like this, for real people, this is how many real people really exist. It's not a whole lot of real people. It's only a handful of real people. People think that a lot of people, oh yeah, that's real. That's not real. All that shit, the movie shit, all that shit is not real. This is real. A small forum like that, that's what a real forum is. One that can still stand up, because we still standing up. And they tried in the beginning. Remember, they used to try to beat us down and send. They used to send like a grove of trolls in here. But they realized that the trolls was just getting wrapped up and threw off the cliff so fast that they just stopped it. But then every once in a while, there still be a couple that come through. Yeah. But Derek Bay said, I saw that Odom wants to fight. Didn't he have a stroke from all that coke he was doing? He had some kind of problem, didn't he? Told you, man, everybody want to fight. Y'all sir who said that he said the whole of Pakistan is with ego on that at Gil Coles. That's right, Pakistan stand behind me, brother. King Louis said, laughing my ass up. Gil Coles crying. Gil Coles eager way of doing interviews from the mean streets of that 65K a month neighborhood. Yeah, shit. Hey, neighborhoods are only separated by streets. That's it. That's the only thing that's they don't have like. Remember back in the day, if you ever watched these old westerns and shit, all the towns they were separate. They wasn't separated like the bad part. There was no bad part of town. All that shit was bad. If you had money, you just had money, but you still catered to all the crazy ass cowboys or whatever else. All the murderers and shit. Everybody was in the mix. I would love it. We need to be like that. But the only thing that separates the ghetto from the affluent people that live in mansions is just streets. That's all it is. It ain't shit else. It ain't nothing else. It's just a couple of streets. One side of the street or one part of the street, you see the signs look better. It's the same name on the street. And then one side is like, damn, I can't even read the sign. That's when you know you get into another side of the town. That's like, don't cross that line. Yeah, but they got to do something, man. Look mean. Let's do something, man. Did y'all hear about the white YouTuber that was killed? He used to prank. He used to prank black people and like act like they were going to rob them. He ran up the wrong one. Oh, okay, that shit. That's what happens sometimes. I'm gonna tell you about those two, Derek. As I used to watch the one. I'm kind of sick and twisted in the mind too when it comes to like funny shit. I like those little parodies and shit. That shit is kind of fun. And if you got to be kind of dumb on the street if you react to that shit. Because the one that used to get me was that whole terrorist shit is when they used to do that little fake bomb stuff. That shit had me dying, man. Because they had that little music playing. They said, dun, 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 run. And the guy would tie a bomb to somebody and shit. Or he'd be screaming out, oh, la, 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 or some shit, and then drop off a package or some shit, drop off like a black briefcase at a bus stop. And as soon as he do that shit, everybody just take off running. And they did another one which was kind of dangerous and shit. And they was pointing the laser at somebody, and the guy was sitting there describing what the person looked like all loud so they can hear him. He said, yeah, he's about like 6'1", about 180 pounds. Yeah, he got on jeans, a blue hat. He said, yeah. He said, everything, our position's been compromised. He said, go ahead and take the shot. And then the person would be like looking, they look up and down, they see that laser on their chest, and they just take off running. See, that kind of prank, now that's a dangerous ass prank right there. Or saying like faking like you're saying the N-word to somebody, but you're not. And yeah, I've seen people are like, they come, I used to watch a lot of those where somebody said, you want to get these hands or something like that. I seen somebody say, you want to get these hands. This white dude would say that to a brother. He was like, you want to get these hands? And he took, and it was a bunch of them. And the brother two-pieced his ass, uppercutted his ass, is it. You know, knocked his tooth out. I'm like, well, that's just dumb shit. And see, our take on that is we were doing just the opposite of that. The way I'm saying do it is I'm saying that use that, you stupid ass boxers, use that for your comfort. Use that for you, man. Use that to boost y'all up. You know, use that to boost y'all up, man. Use all that shit. If they can use it for dumb shit, then y'all use it for something positive, man. I don't care, man. I would love it if you had a fighter that did those kind of parodies and shit like that. Because they do that shit. They started that shit. If you believe it or not, even before this new media shit, they started that way back when y'all was kids. When y'all in wrestling, remember? They started that shit. They started that shit way back in the WWF, I think, or even before that. I don't know what's before that. Y'all might know more of that because they got different ones, different conferences all over the country. But they used to start that shit back then. All those little parodies and acting out scenes and shit. They did all that shit way back in wrestling days. Way back. The fighters could do that. They could do that. Get yourself on a heavy bag and just hit the bag and put somebody's face on there and say, yeah, this is this is who I want next. But he don't want it because he's going to get this. You know what I'm saying? Entertain us to make us at least halfway feel that you want to do something. Stop trying to count money and shit in front of us. You want to count money in front of us all the time, man. Shit, we need money, man. Matter of fact, y'all hit up my Cash App every once in a while. The ones that always come in. I'm not talking about the ones that don't come in. I'm talking about y'all's asses. I need a couple of dollars, man. I'm begging so long. Look, I'm begging so long. I told some dude was messing up my play out there, my program. I said, look, you've been begging so long. I said, your hands are starting to shape like cups. Yeah, just messing with them. Yep. Yeah, y'all, sir, he got his eyes. He said, no way at Derek Bay. Yeah, that happens, though. That's what happens, y'all, sir. You got dumbass people over here in the U.S. and other countries that just do stupid shit. Gil Cole's at Derek Bay. He said, yep, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, or get your ass blasted up. Derek Bay said, yeah, y'all, sir, Hussein. And then Derek Bay again, exactly at Gil Cole. And then King Louis at Derek Bay. That's what happened. That's what you get. Leave people alone. Stop effing with people. Y'all stop doing dumb shit. That's all we get. That's all we can talk about. We can't even get back to real boxing. Matter of fact, I don't even know, King, if I can really respect boxing like I want to. I don't know if I can respect boxing like I want to respect boxing. When you grow up with the shit, then you want to respect it, but then people do dumb shit, and they start killing what you love. I was talking to one of my cousins. He said, "Yeah, I got my girl. He got his wife is all into boxing. She know how to predict fights and all that. She probably know more about boxing because she never stopped than all of us. I mean, she probably done seen more fights than all of us. You know what I mean? She watching that damn box. She be in on her boxing. Love it. But with all this new shit, it's all this shit changing like this. It's like, damn, man, if y'all gonna change it, man, y'all change it for the more positive. You know what I mean? And whatever it is, man, like I don't know if I can really give you my condolences on that to the family, but I do give some condolences. But I don't know the whole extent of what how your son, ma'am, or sir, I don't know how your son when got himself wasted. And I'm gonna put it on you. I'm not gonna call you a dumbass, but I'm gonna put it on you too, because if he was a youngster, how did you raise him? You didn't check him. Like, man, you just gotta stop doing that shit, son. Somebody gonna take that shit because that's all I heard all my life. If somebody gonna take you serious, that shit stick to our ears when we was little. Somebody gonna take it serious or something. Everybody don't play the same way. You always gotta learn that some people don't play the same way. I don't care. It is what it is. If you did some stupid shit, but this whole WWE, Mayweather told us anyway. I told you that MTM told us that boxing was entertainment. That's what Mayweather told us. Sports. But Mayweather put the shit out there. He didn't even know. He's too stupid to know that he was putting it out there, or maybe they paid him to put that out there. He said sports and entertainment. This sports ain't nothing but entertainment, and that's what we was just talking about earlier. That I told you that's what we're all concentrating on, is all this sports and entertainment shit. But this old fake ass shit, this shit's fake. Sorry, man. Derek Bay said he was only 20, I think. God dang, man. Damn, man. Damn, man, y'all let Eagles stay here all day today, huh? Hey, we gotta get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody who came through. I appreciate my mods coming through and giving me my thumbs up. For the rest of y'all that came in just to hate and didn't say nothing and not give me my thumbs up, it's okay. At least you gave me some views. That's all good. I got the views at least. So that's cool. I got views. Maybe I didn't get your vote for the thumbs up. Gil Cole's stupid. Gil Cole said his last words. It's a prank. Yeah. No, it wasn't a prank. It was a prank. It was a prank for him, but it wasn't a prank for him, and it wasn't a prank for whoever took his ass out. It wasn't a prank for nobody at the end. You see what I mean? Gil's just stupid, man. Like I said, Gil is still feeling that high. Gil is feeling that Tampa Bay win high. But that's what it is, man. We had this. I had fun with y'all today, man. It's a good chat. I had fun with y'all today. Maybe we didn't solve nothing, but at least we put that shit out there. At least I know I got a couple of people in here that got some sense on their head that actually can understand what the hell Eagle's saying. Some people don't understand sometimes. But at least we got some people out there that actually understand what the hell I'm saying. And you fighters above 135 got to get your shit together, man. All of you. Every last one of y'all all of y'all got a little bit of baggage y'all need to work with. And you got these different forums and shit. Pump yourself up, man. Get us excited about it, because it's hard to get us excited now. COVID and took us down, but it's hard for us to get back up, man. But anyway, man, my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me, man. Y'all know what this is. This is another Monday, man. From me, nothing but blessings. You got that right there. Gil a fool, man. Yeah, he put the 100 down. All right, man. Crazy ass Gil. I'm going to catch y'all, man.